So, it's not normally like me for me to not start a video with my normal intro just because I like consistency. Consistency is my thing. And I feel like that's kind of sort of fitting for this video because I'm just putting on the camera and I'm trying to talk to you guys about what's going on in my real life. If you guys don't really care about my real life, this isn't the video for you. If you don't care about me as a person, or if you don't care about anything aside from the Pokemon content that I upload, I'm not going to be upset. Just go ahead and tab out, or you can close the video, I do not mind, but I need to talk to someone about what's going on in my real life. And as of right now, I don't have a lot of friends in real life because of my job. I work a lot. And the main people that I have in life are my girlfriend and my parents. And while I love my girlfriend to death and that I go to her with everything, sometimes I need to talk to my friends. And you guys are my family. You're my friends. You guys are what I have. Pardon me if I get a little emotional through this video because I'm really scared. Because real life is scary sometimes. So for those of you that don't know what's been going on in my real life, I had surgery 4 weeks ago on my toes. I haven't been able to walk very well or work ever since. If you don't know what I do for a living, I'm an electrician. I work for the government, and I make good money. I'm making $22 an hour as a 20-year-old man. I don't even know if I really consider myself a man, but I might still consider myself a young adult. But I make good money, good benefits, good retirement. The schooling that I go to pays for everything. Books, tuition, food, everything. They literally pay me to go to school. But in this time off, I've done a lot of self-reflection as to who I am as a person. And I was talking to a good friend of mine named John, Pokemon. I'm sure all of you guys know him. Absolutely amazing dude. He's been somebody that I've really connected to on a personal level throughout the past 5 weeks or so, to the point to where I feel like I trust John with basically everything that is me as a person. And I was telling him that right now I feel as though my life has kind of been meaningless. I went to high school. I didn't really have the best high school time. I went out, had a crappy job, and went straight to working for the union, which is who I work for now, the IBEW, and I feel like I'm meaningless. I feel like my job has no impact on the real world. It has no impact to make somebody's life better. And while that might not seem like a huge deal to some of you guys that have jobs that you kind of do what I do, I don't like that. Ever since I was about 14 years old, I wanted to make a difference in the world. I wanted to make a difference in somebody's life. I wanted to make a difference for the greater good. And being an electrician is not that. It's me looking out for me, looking out for my future family. There's nothing wrong with looking out for your future family or yourself, but I want to make a difference. And as of right now, I don't think that is in the realm of possibilities with what I'm doing. So with that in mind, in these 5 weeks I've done a lot of reflecting. Ever since I was a young teenager, I mean like 15 at the youngest, or 15 at the oldest, I wanted to be a cop. I wanted to be SVU for special victims, like rape victims. I wanted to try to help them through it. I wanted to try to find people that do these disgusting things to people, to try to make the world a safer place for women, for children, and even for the men that happen, because that does happen to men too. I wanted to make that difference in the world, and I can't do that. I wanted to be a member of SWAT. There's a shit ton of bad things happening in the US right now, with terrorism, with mass murder, with everything that is absolutely disgusting, and cops are even part of it, and I wanted to join to be the good cop, to make the difference. So that way when somebody looks at me with a badge on my chest, they say, okay, some cops are shitty, but Kelly's a good cop. Kelly looks out for other people. Kelly makes a difference. That person that's standing over there, their life is changed because of Kelly. Their life is saved. I wanted to make that type of difference. And this was probably sometime last week. I was just prepping for a game and I was like, my life is meaningless at this job. It's... If I were to fall off the face of the planet, nothing would negatively impact making a difference wise. Yes, I'm sure friends and family and everybody like that would be upset, but nobody could look at me, what I've done in my life, and say, okay, he changed the world in this way. He did this for the greater good. He was a positive influence and made the world a better place in this aspect. And I just broke down into tears. I'm going to be honest with you. The fact that it's my dream, it has been my dream for years to do this. And I'm not following my heart. I'm doing what my parents told me would be the best thing for me. You guys, I'm going to go into a little bit of a sidetrack. Ever since I was 7 years old, I've been doing electrical work. I've renovated houses. I'm currently working for a very top secret building for the US government. I've worked on military bases. I've even worked on tanks. I've done a lot of stuff in my short life. So, whenever I was turning 18 and I was looking for a job, my dad said, hey, go into the electrical field, you'll do this, it served me well. I said, you know what? It served my dad well, it'll have to do me well. And I really thought that it would, until this surgery popped up. I had the surgery on a Monday. On a Wednesday, I received a call from my boss, which, by the way, if you don't know how the unions work, there's the union, and then there's contractors within the union that I answer to, and the contractors answer to the union. So, in the contractor, there are foremans, there are superintendents, there's everything. The foreman is the person right above me. I'm pretty much low man on the totem pole, but I make good money. So my foreman, who is directly above me, but below the union and and everybody like that, he called me and he said, so why did you quit? And I was like, are you on crack? Like, you're on a military base. You're not supposed to be doing crack. You're on the government. You're not supposed to be doing these kinds of drugs. And he said that my company received a letter from the union that I quit the union altogether. And because of that, legally they had to fire me. So they fired me. Now, whenever I went for medical leave of absence, I went through every single paperwork that I had to. I filled out all the right forms. I did everything the way I was supposed to. I was sitting next to someone for a good 3 hours one day, and I filled out every single form of paperwork I had to do. Right then and there, I got it all done, gave it to the woman that is in charge, and I said, here you go. Tell me if I'm missing anything. Nope, you're good. So I requested 4 weeks off. They gave me off. I'm trying to think. I requested off until August 8th was the final day. They gave me off until January 17th of 2017. So they gave me way more than what I was supposed to, and because of that, my company thought that I was quitting, and they fired me. So I lost my job. And that kind of sort of opened my eyes that this is kind of an every man for yourself. Granted, that's how the world is normally. Like, that's how life is. You have to look out for yourself and your job. However, when I tried to figure things out, I was calling people. I was trying to figure everything out as to what I could do to get this straightened out. Nobody would talk to me. Literally, nobody would talk to me. I called my company. I said, I want to see the letter. I want to see the letter that they sent you. I want to come in and I want to talk to you guys. Legally, you can't. Legally, you can't talk to us. So, goodbye. And they hung up on me. So, it got me thinking in the grand scheme of everything that's going on that this isn't for me. What I'm doing right now is not what I meant to be. So about 20 minutes ago, I applied. Well, I called a bunch of places trying to figure out like what I need to do to become a guard at a prison. until I can reach the age of 21 and carry a gun and maybe go to the police academy. A lot of places you have to have a college degree, and because I went straight into this trade when I got out of high school, I do not have that. I am nowhere near having that. I've never stepped foot on a college campus in my entire life. So I was screwed. And it got me really scared because I make good money right now. I make on average about $650 a week. I have a brand new car, I have land, I have insurance, I have everything. Yet, I'm not happy in what I'm doing. So, I have to make the decision, do I leave the job that I'm at, go to college for criminal justice and do what I want to do, and potentially lose everything that I've worked for within the past 2 years of me working for the union. And that's very scary. That's very scary because I've worked hard. I'm a very hard worker. I don't like it when things aren't done properly, so I do everything by the book. I'm very anal about everything. And the more and more I started thinking about it, the more and more unhappy I thought I was. But I can't give up the money. And I'm at a moral crossroads. I have no idea what to do. I'm scared. I'm scared shitless because I know that if I do this, say I'm in the school that I'm in now, it's an apprenticeship. So I go to school one day every 2 weeks. They pay me to go, and they ensure that I'm working for 5 years straight. But after that, I can be let go at any point in time, and I can be waiting for a job for 2.5 years. That was the last wait time. 2.5 years was the last wait time to get a job. And that's scary. That's very, very scary. And I just applied to a college. I just applied to a community college that's about 20 minutes away from me. And I'm so scared because now since I'm going to college, I can't keep the job that I'm at now. So I'm going to be making a whole lot less money. I have to go from working in a professional setting to where I have meetings that I go to figure things out. I have a crew of guys that I run because I've been doing electrical work for years now. And I'm giving all of that up because I'm not happy. And I have no idea if my happiness or what I feel is the right thing for me to do with my life is worth all of the hardships that I'm about to embark on. And I'm scared. I have no idea what's going to happen to my car, to my insurance, to my land, to anything. If I continued with the school that I'm in now, it's a 5-year school. I'm in my second year. I just started my second year, so I have another 4 years, give or take, maybe a little bit less than 4. And then say I go to college, or as some of you guys call it, uni. Say I go to that after I finish this. That would be smart. I'd have 5 years of working. I'd have all of this stuff done. But by the time I finish college, I'd be almost 30. And then say I get another job. I would have to work so much longer to get my benefits and my everything racked up to where they could be, to where if I just pulled the trigger now and I went to do with what my heart is telling me. My main reason for talking to you guys about this is because I know that a lot of you guys will be honest with me. And as my friends, I know a lot of you guys by name. Chris Togobar, Chris Monatui, Pete, Dave, Jack, Burke. Well, he's Burke, but he's Daniel. Paul, Eric. I know I'm leaving off a lot of people, but I'm just thinking of people. John. Like, I know so many of you guys by name. I care about all of you guys as friends. So what I'm asking you guys to do is let me know. Am I crazy for wanting to follow my heart and do my dream? Do my dream of trying to make a difference? Am I crazy in giving up a job to where I could possibly be making over $100,000 a year within the next 3 years? Giving up benefits, giving up a lot of money, and giving up all of that just for my happiness. Am I crazy? Am I stupid? Because as of right now, I do not know. I can't decide. And I'm scared. To be honest with you guys, I'm very scared. My parents don't really support me in it, and that's also very scary. So I'm basically going to be doing this, just me and my girlfriend. She supports me the most. At the same time, there's a lot of other things that I could do in college that I would be okay with doing, like graphic design. I've loved making GFX recently. I'm getting better at it too. I could do that as a minor. A major in criminal justice and a minor in graphic design. But my main thing is I want to make a difference, and I feel like this is the best way for me to make a difference, and it's the way I think I will be happiest. But I'm scared. If you guys made it this far in the video, thank you. Thank you for being my friends and caring about me as a person. I really do appreciate that. But if you guys could just let me know what you think, I'd really appreciate it. And thank you for the love on the channel recently. Thank you all for just being awesome friends. To Rye, Shroom, Paul, Eric, Toad, Zephyr, Riz, everybody in the PPL, GBA friends, everybody, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a very good friend to me. And I want to thank all of you guys for just talking to me through this. I really do appreciate it. But I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I need to go figure out what to do with life. But I'm scared. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you guys again so much for watching. And I will see you guys probably this Friday. PGL? Sure. Let's go with that.